Hello there, and thank you so much for taking your time to actually watch my video. Today I'm coming from my garden. If you know me, I live in Clacton-on-Sea, and today, it's got to be said, is an absolutely beautiful day. But I just thought I'd do a quick video about personal development and about why I believe it's something which you should perhaps look at. It might be that you're obviously thinking about embarking on some sort of program to obviously improve your life, and I'm going to talk to you about why I believe it's a very worthwhile thing to do. Now, if you've seen it in my other videos, you'll know that I really started getting involved myself in this probably about 3 years ago now. I kind of got involved, started watching videos to try and improve and help with my mental health, and that was the main reason, looking back on it, why I actually got involved. But this video really is going to be about how I believe that it's something which everyone, in my opinion, should at least take a look at. It might be that perhaps you're looking at it, it might be that you want to improve your finances, or it might be that you want to, I don't know, just live a happier and better life. Whatever your reason, I'm going to try and talk about some of the things which you should perhaps look at, and why you should consider really giving it a go. Now, obviously, personal development for me, when I first started getting involved with it, like I say, I looked into it because obviously I wanted to learn how to control my mind better, and obviously be more in control of my own emotions, because I suffer with OCD. But the more I've kind of started looking into it, the more I've realised that this subject is something which is absolutely massive. It's unlikely that that if you want to improve, i.e. your circumstances, that they will ever improve unless you start looking at some of these things which are involved in personal development. So this video really is just to give you some inspiration and to try and make you at least give it a go. To at least give it a go. I know that when I first started watching some of the big life coaches on YouTube, I was very skeptical of these people leading fantastic lives, and obviously trying to take in whether or not it was actually worth giving this my time. But I think it's taken me a long while to realise. I think where I've not achieved all what I've set out to achieve, you kind of sometimes question yourself. But I think it's got to be said that it is a worthwhile exercise, and I think you need to, if you do decide to obviously start doing it, to accept that what you get out of it, what you actually get out of putting time and effort, coaching yourself and watching videos, what you actually get out of it is not always going to be a financial reward. I know with me it was more my health, but I know that a lot of people who I've spoke to who kind of like are involved in personal development, I think a lot of them, they initially start getting involved with it because they think that this is going to be the way that they become a millionaire, this is going to be the way that they become great. And obviously if this is you and you want, if you like, fame and fortune, then obviously personal development and all the trainings which you can obviously teach yourself is going to make you head in that direction. But I think you need to think it's not just about money. For me, obviously money's so important. I'm a working class guy. It's something which I need. It's something you can't live without. Sometimes people say that it don't make you happy. Well, I'm a lot happier with it. It's a bit like oxygen, you need it. But I kind of understand a little bit what they're saying, that that a certain person who's perhaps got a stronger mindset can perhaps do with a smaller amount of money. But I think you just need to give it a go. If you've clicked on this video because you're kind of half-hearted about it, you're wondering whether or not it's going to work for you, I think if you say to yourself that you're going to give it some time, you're not going to expect to see a massive result, you know, quickly. It doesn't work like that. It's a bit like planting a seed. You're planting this idea of growth, that you can become more within yourself, and you need to water that seed. You need to every day, you know, educate yourself on the different areas of your life that you can improve through personal development. But don't be, I don't want to be rude, but don't just push it aside and be arrogant to the, you know, oh, this is something for the rich and famous. This is something that only certain people can obviously achieve. It's not. Yeah, obviously there's people who have achieved fantastic results. You know, they've built like lifestyles which myself, I do. And even though I'm quite a positive person, I do. You know, I think I'll never possibly attain it. But it doesn't matter where you are on the scale, as long as you want to do more and you want to improve some, yeah? So it might be, you know, personal development, it ain't just money. It could be that you want to learn how to become better at, you know, I don't know, living with your children, or perhaps how you treat your children, or perhaps, you know, you need to start developing skills how to listen to your children more. It might be that perhaps, you know, you need to, you know, whatever the reason. There's so many, you know, this video, I'm going to try and make it shorter, but there's so many different areas of personal development that to think that it has no way, I think would be foolish. It's definitely helped me. Okay, if I'm honest about it, I'm trying to do well, build a business, trying to, you know, if you like, earn more money. And at the minute, I'm going through quite a hard time. It actually ain't perhaps going my way. But I still couldn't say that what I've been learning about these different things which you can learn if you decide to obviously educate yourself daily, they are still helping me throughout my life. And more importantly, the skills that you will learn if you do decide to train yourself every day, they are skills that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Yeah. Sometimes you think back. I can remember people saying to me once when I left school that obviously people say to you sometimes, oh, but half the things you learn at school you're never going to need in everyday life. And to some degree that might be true, but how many times have you perhaps been asked a question, or you've done something when you've realised that what you actually know is something you learn at school? It is something which you can apply to in everyday life. Yeah. And I think with personal development, this is the case. It might be that you learn something today. It might be that perhaps your communication skills are not great. It might be that you've got a lack of confidence. By taking the time today, or tomorrow, or whenever you decide to commit to this plan, those skills are going to be there for you in the future. So to pay them no, you know, to kind of say to yourself, oh, they don't matter. I'm telling you, you're foolish if you honestly believe that you're not going to gain something from it. You are. And something which I was thinking about before I actually made this video, I was obviously sitting there thinking about things to say, and, you know, things that obviously I believe are true. And I was thinking, like, you know, you kind of go to school and then you leave school. You leave school at 16, 18, obviously the age is all changing now. And then you kind of like, you get this job, and then you kind of just get on with life. I know I did. You kind of left school. I got a job in an office. I'd done architecture when I was young, and I kind of just got on with my life. It was, you know, the idea of getting involved in personal development and if you like, educating myself daily as to be able to do more in my life. No one even ever told me about it. But what I'm getting at is, when you left school and you kind of started work, why did your education stop? Okay, so you didn't go to school, you didn't leave school and perhaps go to university and study to do something else, like another career. But why when you left school did you ever decide to stop growing as a person? You know, if somebody had left, if when you was at school, someone had said to you, well, look, you know, you're leaving school now, and obviously your life is going to change. You're going to get a job, you're going to get married, you know, like me, I've got children, I've got dogs, you know, you're surrounded by debt. But why didn't anyone ever say to you when you left school, well, hold on a minute, you're leaving school, but your education, your improvement as a person hasn't got to end, yeah? You know, why didn't anyone say to me, well, look, you know, you've left school, but you can still learn about how to be a better person. You can still learn about what makes a person a nice person, and you can still go on and train yourself to become this person, irrespective of money. Yeah, I'm not on about money here. I'm on about just being a better person generally, to your family, to your wife, to people you know. You know, why didn't they say to you, well, try and learn to inspire people? Why don't they say, you know, when you see someone, we want you to be a person of inspiration that can help someone else. Yeah, you don't get it now. You don't, when you talk to people, you don't always get that. Everyone today, it's all they're ever worried about, and I understand that they're worried about money. Myself, you know, you think about money, and obviously you need money, but you know, the idea, the concept of being able to inspire somebody and obviously help them, and this all comes from you growing as a person. But it won't happen unless you decide to actually make it happen. You know, I watch some guys on YouTube, some big personal development coaches, like I watch Brendan Burchard and Stephen James and Tony Robbins, and sometimes I look at them and I think, you know, how have these people become so great? But you've only got to look at what they're talking about. They're talking about becoming great. They're studying about how to become great. They're talking about how by giving that you receive. Yeah, you know, these people, it ain't just fell on them. They ain't just become, you know, these fantastic, people overnight. Sometimes it's taken them years. When I watch a guy, Brendan Burchard, I follow him religiously, and you know, the guy's a genius, but he wasn't always that way. He has taught himself to become great. You know, you could argue that he's taken it to an extreme, but you know, he's built a massive life coaching business. You know, he's like, you know, he's doing what hopefully one day I can aspire to and actually do. But it's taken him time. But you know, you wouldn't have thought it was possible unless you started watching some of these videos, unless you start looking. You need to start looking at what people have achieved and how they've achieved it, and more importantly, you need to understand that these people were when they first started doing it, ordinary people. They're just ordinary people. You know, if you look at Tony Robbins, I've looked at his life, and you know, I've had people, somebody who I know quite well, he said, oh, the geezer's he's kind of being like detrimental towards him and saying negative comments, and I thought, well, I ain't going to get in an argument about it. This guy's got his opinion. I kind of thought, well, do you know what? He's entitled to his opinion. But you know, look at the guy's life. This bloke who I was talking to that was being negative towards him, the geezer's talking absolute nonsense. You know, he obviously don't know what this guy does. You know what I mean? How he's achieved, what he's achieved, where he was when he first started doing it. Yeah? You know, you just need to... And this video's about getting you to... You know, take a look at it and to perhaps start some sort of journey, if you like. But you know, to not do so, well, let's look at the analogy. You know, you're at one stage in your life and you're thinking about studying and like learning ways to improve it. Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, anyone that says to me, personal development, I don't, you know, it ain't for me, and I think, well, what are you basing that on? Are you just saying, oh, it ain't for me because you're just too lazy to try and look at the positive that might come out of it? You know, are you too lazy to read? Are you too lazy to watch a video? Are you too lazy to look at someone's blog and look to how they've done well? Because you know, even the people that I follow, they all talk about how you shouldn't reinvent the wheel, and about how you should really just follow just follow somebody who's heading in the right direction, because that's all this is. You know, you can call it personal development, self-improvement, you know, becoming more, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter what it is. All that matters is it's a way of you doing and achieving more. Yeah, and I would advise you, if you're like me, if you're like me, I'm working class, I've got my own, you know, if you don't know my story, I've got my own, I've got a house, I've still got a mortgage, I've still got debts like everybody else, and I've got problems, I've got, you know, financial worries like anyone. But my financial worries and my problems are my problems. They are for me to sort out, they are for me to resolve. Yeah, and how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it by standing still, or if I perhaps educate myself in different ways? If I push myself to try and achieve things which might be beyond me, I honestly don't know. But one thing's for sure: if you fail to basically try, you're not going to get nowhere. You know, I've been out today, I do marketing, and, you know, you see people and, like, you know, I don't want to label them, but, like, you look at them and you think, like, yeah, they're not trying, they're blaming society, they're blaming the weather, they're blaming Brexit, they're blaming, you know, obviously lack of education, whatever it is. But the trouble is, you have got to, you know, you've got to drag yourself out of it, and you've got to somehow find some sort of inspiration that is going to make you at least try and do more. So I hope after you've watched this, you kind of get where you obviously get where I'm coming from. That, you know, it's up to you. You know what I mean? If it's, you know, the old saying, if it's to be, it's up to me, and it really is. Unless you've got some sort of golden spoon in your mouth, or you've got some sort of money coming towards you, you know, it's going to be up to you. You know what I mean? I try and, you know, you've got to inspire yourself. Try and be inspirational as well to people that are around you, especially your children. You know, I talk about my other videos, my love of my children, and it worries me, because, you know, I look at the world and, you know, it's getting more difficult. If you live in the UK, you know, times are getting harder. More and more people seem to be struggling. I'm struggling myself at the minute. So, you know, and I'm trying. So, you know, you've got to basically at least give this a go. Yeah, look at, you know, in obviously, you know, whatever your struggles are, look to improve in the area of your life where you're struggling the most. Yeah, whether it's financial, relationships, you know, whether it's your job, you know, your personality, whatever it might be. Take time to actually start educating yourself on the most problematic area of your life, and then obviously as that improves, start obviously looking for ways to improve other areas of your life, and hopefully you'll see some sort of benefit. What I would say is it can never make it worse. Yeah, I hope this has been of help to you. I hope you have got something from it. Please consider subscribing. Please share and give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I do a lot of videos. My channel is primarily aimed at helping people like me, working class people. Yeah, please like, please subscribe, and give it a go. You know, try and look at what you can do. You know, watch videos, motivation, confidence. If you want to start a small business, look at ways to do it, to achieve your goal. Because with little bits of success, little bits of success can bring a great feeling, can give you more reason to carry on. I hope you've got something out of it. Thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch my video. Thank you.